sharing what's on my heart. Whew, I have thought about this far too long. If you can relate, um, don't overthink. Just do it. Whatever it is that's on your mind, just do it. I like to be a perfectionist. What? A perfectionist. I am a perfectionist, or I like to be a perfectionist. I'm not perfect. However, I like things to be done, like well done. But I want you to like embrace the behind the scenes. Like, it's been, excuse me, whew, it's been extremely hard for me to break out of a certain image, of a certain role, as far as like, oh, I have to please people or make people happy, whatever. Like, one thing I learned in life is like, you really have to like give zero about, whatever. This is my therapy session, so if you want to hear what's on my mind, stick around. There's a lot of people that are experiencing, I would say like, turmoil, turmoil, something like that. Anyway, basically like, hold on, fix this. Facing a lot of, like, oh, whoa, okay, okay, facing, thing that like, I don't know. Oh my god, I hate this so much, but you know, I understand that one day I will wake up and be in a totally different timeline. Did you see that? I just shifted into a new timeline. So we can jump from timeline to timeline, is what I have noticed, learned. And basically, God is calling me, the universe, source is calling me to like put myself out there more, like put out content, put out videos, and just do what I do best and show up and whatever, Porque tú sabes que I talk a lot. I mean, I feel like I do. I don't talk as much as I used to before, to be honest. But so I am 29 years old, and I feel like I am lost, but at the same time, like, I feel like I know exactly where I am or where I'm supposed to be, It's like a messy middle, midlife crisis, something like that, maybe, I don't know. Yo soy Latina, and, yo me gusta, I love to speak Spanish, and I love to listen to Spanish music. And one thing that I want to incorporate more in my life is being more raw. Like, I don't know how to say it, because I am a real person. What I'm trying to say is like, not really like quantity over quality, because I've been such a quality over quantity person. And the thing is that like, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, this message is for you. If you can resonate with this, I'm gonna let you know something, that if you are literally tuned in, tapped into this message right now, is because you're supposed to be putting out more quantity. Yes, do your best with quality, of course. We all want to do our best with quality. However, put it out there, because there's like so many people that need to hear your story. And so I want to tap into the story of my childhood. And I want to just be so grateful to God that things happen the way that they happen or unfolded, because I was able to learn so much about the industry behind the scenes. So as a child, I always saw this I saw this channel, and I saw these members, team members or whatever, like a group of people singing, dancing, and whatever. And I was like, oh my God, that is exactly. Guys, hold on a minute. Let me see. Is this thing even like, okay. I was just making sure. So I saw them, and I was like, oh my God, this is exactly what I want to do, right? Singing, dancing, acting, whatever, performing. And throughout my life, I've done that. So you can say that I've made my childhood dreams a reality, right? In a lot of ways and on different scale levels in life. So a lot of 95, I would say 95% of my dreams are my reality, or have become this along throughout the years, whatever the case may be. It has not always been perfect, absolutely not. I've had, breakdowns, mental breakdowns, physical breakdowns. I got married, believed in love, believed in whatever, and I grew up Christianity. I practice all these different religions up to now, because before I was just Christian, but I'm not anything else. But what I'm saying is, like, I'm not a religion, okay? So I'm gonna say a lot of things, because there's a lot of messages that are coming through, meaning like people need to hear what I have to say. I don't know, I'm just here to serve. And I learned that no one religion is better than the other, and we're all the same. We're all one, and nobody is perfect. Everybody here is just as lost as you are. Everybody's trying to figure it out, no matter if they have $1 or $1 billion. Every single person, even Elon Musk, will be able to tell you, and all the big people, even the Kardashians, will tell you, if you see their interviews, they didn't know what the hell they were doing at the beginning, but they figured it out along the way. They kept going, and they never gave up. A lot of us give up. And I can tell you, I've given up so many times, right? You throw in the towel, but then you pick it up again, and you're like, okay, let me start journaling again and meditating again, and let me do it this way. So life is about like finding this perfect mold for you, right? Like this perfect shape of what does my morning look like? What does my evening look like? What does my nighttime look like? And what is this for me? A lot of us are afraid to go through isolation period. At the beginning, I don't know, I was never really afraid to go through isolation period, maybe just because I was always surrounded by people, and I always wanted alone time, or like my own room. And I shared my room when I was younger with my brother. Like, we had two separate like queen size beds. I think in my mind they were queen size. I'm pretty sure we had queen size beds. Like, like I had half the room, he had half the room. It was a gigantic room, but I didn't have my own room where I could like be private, And so as an adult, I made it my mission and my goal to like create that for myself and give myself that safe space. And I'm glad that I did. And this is not to brag or whatever. It's just to impress upon you that it's something that can be done. That when you see it, that means that it is possible for you. I don't know why I want to share this story, but I'm gonna share it. So when I was a little girl, I remember that they sent me to, and I was in Honduras. Estaba en Honduras. I was in Honduras at this time. I think I was like around 7 or 8 years old. And I remember that they sent me to La Pulperia. Okay, this is a shop, a grocery corner store. Usually over there, they're very popular. They're like, those corner supermarket centers are like Walmarts for us, right? They have their own business selling stuff. So I went to the shop, and I remember the shop was like not even a block away, and I went barefoot, because a lot of kids, we would be barefoot over there. It's like an island life, whatever type life. But over there, where I went to do this errand to buy a breaking bottle. It was a giant breaking bottle liter, like a 2 liter, I think, soda. and the sodas over there, you know, we use them in the glass, breaking glass bottle. And I went barefoot, and I was like swinging this bottle back and forth, la 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 la, and the bottle dropped, boom, and I stepped in it. I stepped in this thing, and my foot, I was like, oh, like my foot, literally, like my whole foot, whatever, like I don't know how to say it, like the grass bottle was in my foot, and like all the little pieces. And I looked at my foot and I wasn't bleeding yet, I guess. And I was hopping. I literally hopped. I never, like, I don't know, humans, we can, like, there's a moral to the story. Like this story has like several things. If you hear it, it's like we are superhumans. Like we are supernatural humans. Like we literally are supernatural, and we're able to do anything, because the superpower that I got was to hop on one leg. So I hopped, like I was holding on to like all the corners of houses. There was nobody outside, right? Because the neighbors would have helped me, and if somebody would have saw me, they would have helped me, but there was no one. So I hopped all the way to like try to go to the store, but I was like, let me just hop back home. And then I went back home. I can't remember. I don't know why. I can't really remember if I got the soda or not, or what happened. But when I came home, I was like, oh, look at my foot. My sister at that time was like, look at my foot. And she's like, what happened to you? I dropped the bottle. You see? And that was the only time I went barefoot, because I would always wear shoes or slippers or sandals or whatever. And that was the first time I went barefoot anywhere. And I was like, you know. So then, you know, they had to like fix my foot, I guess. I don't know, take the little grass like bottles, whatever, out. And I was bleeding. It was really painful. I couldn't walk for like a day or two, I think. I don't know. But I don't know. It's just something told me to share that story. People ask me a lot of different questions. I believe that you should embrace your culture as much as you can, and do not ever forget where you came from. And I love to connect with like-minded people. So right now, I just so you know, I am taking clients. This might change in the future. I might not actually be taking clients in the future. It depends on, I guess, what time or season you're watching this video, because there's a lot of things that, not that are really changing for me, but because I'm building like a life that I want, and I'm building different systems in my life, you know, slowly but surely, that hold on guys, that are going to make me happier, or you know, like serve a better or bigger purpose, at least for me in my life. And so I'm sorry, I'm like, I was told to share this video. So yeah, so currently 29 years old. I dropped out of college because I enrolled like 4 times, probably more. I was a college recruiter. I've been working in restaurants, making, you know, minimum wage, and then tips, and then whatever. Just like everybody else, trying to pay my bills. But one thing I want to tell you is to never give up on your dreams. Again, I'm coaching, so if that's something that's of interest to you, you can comment the word consultation, or reach out to me on my social medias, leave a comment. You know, if you try to reach out to me, trust me, you'll get on to me if you're really interested in booking a consultation. But other than that, I'm big on always promoting dreams, like people's like vision, right? And I'm not promoting to you to sit down and not do anything about it, right? because like for the longest time, let's say I've wanted to share my story, or share something, but you have to get it out of your head and onto paper, or out of your head and onto the camera, or on social media, or into your customer's hand, or whatever that looks like for you, but basically bringing it out. Okay, and I want to tell you that life is not perfect. Okay, nobody's perfect, and people gonna judge you. Yes, okay, let people judge you. Okay, it is not your job to fix anyone, and it is not your job to care about what people think, or oh my god, people are judging me. So what? Like, every single person, bro, I don't care what no one says, everybody, including your mother and your father and your brothers and your sisters, everyone has different opinions, and everyone has different judgments. And the thing is, the faster you get over people judging you, or talking crap about you, or whatever, the better it's gonna be for you and your life, and you're gonna have a very peaceful life. Also, I want to talk about something else that's very, very important, and I think that it is, I'm sorry guys if I'm moving a lot, I want to feel comfortable, but it's more like the energy I'm receiving and the energy I'm giving as well. So I want to talk about brujeria, santeria, whatever. This is like witchcraft, black magic, because a lot of people experience these things, or at least they feel that way. Look, this is my opinion, right? Like, this is just my honest opinion, and you can take it to God or whoever, whatever you believe in, so that you can like figure out what's the best thing for you. Yeah, this message is like all over the place, you can tell, but I know that a lot of people reach out to me. When I say a lot, like, people literally reach out to me. Today I've had 10 messages, literally 10. I counted the 10 messages reaching out to me, saying thank you for this, that, for giving this advice, for that YouTube video you created, for, whatever. So a lot of us have to get out of our own way sometimes. It just create the freaking content, bro, because like, if you have perfection, fine. If you have perfection disease, I think perfection should be labeled a disease. So that we can like be afraid of it or something, and like not lean towards being perfect, but being better, because that's really all that matters, and that's really all that it exists, is being perfect. I mean, being better. And back to the brujeria and santeria and whatever, a lot of people blame this in their family. They're like, oh, this person did witchcraft on me, this person did black magic on me. I am here to break a very big myth, which is a lie. Nobody, and I will repeat this, and listen to me, because this is a deep wound that I had for years, and I'm talking about years, okay? Years, años, years, that I dreamed, like it was ingrained in me, hearing it over and over, that, oh, this person did this to you, or this person did that. Listen, yeah, for sure, I believe it's real. However, as an adult, kids have power if you teach them how to use their power. If not their power and their light gets stolen. So a lot of our lights as kids were and have been stolen. So now there's a mantra that I shared with one of my friends that she came over the other day, and I was like, hey girl, like, you need to do this. And the mantra is something along the lines of, you can put it in your own words: I call my power back from every entity, person, place, and situation that has been stealing my energy and power from me now. And I give back any energy and power that is not mine to carry, okay? I call my power back from every person, place, situation, and entity, every vessel that has been stealing my energy and power from me now. And I give back any energy and power that is not mine to carry. So that is a very powerful statement. And I will tell you something, you gotta listen to this like literally over 100 times. If you don't replay even this little piece, because each message is for different people, right? If you don't listen to this at least 30 more times and you believe in witchcraft, you will keep believing it, and it will keep damaging your life to a certain extent that you won't be able to be free, okay? You have to free yourself from the illusion that people have put you in, because unfortunately our parents have told us things that they have been told, right? Or that they made up, or that whatever, they're innocent, okay? They don't know. So you forgive and you let go, and now you're an adult, so now you have to take full responsibility for your life and where you are, what you have, and what you want to create. So if the life you want to create doesn't, none of this stuff exists, meaning it's real, yeah, sure, but if you blame other people, they did this to me, because I used to do that on a subconscious level, meaning like I took responsibility for my life, but it didn't matter how hard I worked, no matter how much money I've made, no matter how much success I've had, it would always crumble down to pieces, because in the back of my mind, in the back of my subconscious mind, I would always hold the thought and the frequency of, even though I thought I let it go, I would always hold that thought, like, oh damn, like if things started to crumble, somebody's doing me something, something's happening to me, somebody doing something to me, it's this person's fault, like they're doing witchcraft or black magic or manifesting bad things for me or some bullshit. Oh, don't say this. Listen, nobody, this is the breaking point right here. Nobody, and when I repeat this to you, listen to me, nobody, there's no one who can do anything to you, okay? Nobody can do anything to you unless, here's the biggest part, unless, and I was doing it before, and we all do it. If we do it, stop doing it. Unless we give them full permission to do so, unless we grant them access to do so. So how do you grant? Oh, I didn't grant nobody access to do me anything. So it's crazy how energy works, but it works. So for example, if you're saying, oh, somebody is doing this and this to me, if they're doing it, or if they're not doing it, whatever, but even if they're doing it or not, but if they're doing it, you are giving this person, you're giving them power to do it over you, because you believe that they're doing it and that it works and that it has an effect in your life. So if you say, oh, somebody's doing black magic on me, and stick around, because this is going, I have some very important something to say to you. Look, if you say, oh, they're doing this to me and blah 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 blah, you're giving that more power, therefore it will be true in your life. I know it sounds crazy, but this is true. Once you start to take your power back, because I want you to understand that you have the power. You have the power. I will tell, and I'm telling you from experience, because for years and years, I felt weak. And I mean weak. When I say weak, I feel so weak that I felt like I was like literally going to die, to like fade away and faint. I literally did die a few times in my lifetime, and they had to like put those shocker things to bring me back to life. But so what you're looking at is a miracle, of course. we are all miracles, because if you were born, your mother could have died, you could have died during birth, and if that happened to you, I'm so sorry. Or like to mother, it's very, very traumatic experience. But we're all miracles, and miracles happen to us all the time. And so it's all about reprogramming our subconscious mind and wiring our mind about what we believe, what we feel, and what we think. Okay? The next thing I want to talk about when it comes to this is the statement that I said before, the calling your power back, is super crucial, because it will help you to literally understand that it's no one else's fault and or responsibility. And I'm gonna say this, look, we are all manifesting all day, every day, twice on Sunday. Everybody does black magic. Everybody does white magic and blue magic and pink magic. We all do witchcraft. We all do voodoo. We all do all of those things. And this might hit the internet very fucking hard, but I'm here to break every lie and every myth that's ever been freaking committed on here. Jennifer, what do you mean I don't practice that? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You can be in denial. I don't care. That's your problem. That's just not my problem. Okay? Because I'm too messy. And then I'm too fucking clean. Anyway, so we all practice these things in our minds. If you think about it, you do it. Don't talk to me and tell me you don't. Because when people say, oh, write down your goals, write down whatever, you're literally manifesting white magic, black magic, every magic, whatever those words mean to you, voodoo spell, this spell, everybody's doing it. Okay, everyone does it. Here's like the difference, or like where the magic and the sauce comes into play, where it's a benefit to you to listen to this. The magic and the benefit for you is you don't have to give it power. So if somebody's manifesting you and they want to get married with you, and you show up in their life and they say, oh, I've been praying for you, they're literally saying, I've been thinking about you, masturbating to you, looking at your pictures, stalking you, looking at where you live, following you, put you on an altar, lighting candles for you, doing witchcraft, voodoo, magic, black sex, black magic. Oh, I've been praying for someone like you. Listen, man or woman, I don't care who you are. And so if somebody says that to you, okay, that person has literally manifested you. Or if you made the famous list of this is what I want in a partner, then you manifest the exact person who has all these qualities. They may not have maybe a few of them, but they have most of them, or they have half of them, some of them, and you're like, oh my God, you have been what I've been waiting for, looking for, praying for, whatever. You literally, like, you manifested me right now talking to you. Oh my God, I wish I could have someone telling me the truth about this and that. You literally manifest 24/7. Do you understand that you can go to YouTube and Google and the internet and ask it any question, and your question gets answered like this? Literally. Oh, but what about $1 billion? If you literally put $1 billion and you see $1 billion check on the internet or whatever, it's in your existence. Like, we can go deep. When I say deep, baby, so deep into this topic and conversation. If you like anything I'm saying, any conversation, any topic, let me know down in the comment section down below what you want me to talk about more. I can deep dive into it. So to full circle back around into manifesting black magic, witch magic, black, rich, whatever, pink and purple. I'm just saying all of this like this. Before, I was even scared to say black magic. I was scared to say the word voodoo. I was scared to say a lot of shit. I was scared of a lot of things. But being scared of it is just me giving my power away, right? So I have to take my power and use it for my benefit. Everybody manifest, okay? Everybody do black magic and whatever type of magic you call it, voodoo and all type of whatever. The only thing is, like, some people, like, it's like how do I say, like, everyone has like a different, or like a different intentions, right? Like for me at least, I feel, hold on, I feel like we all have like how do you say this, different intentions. What's going on? Okay, we all have different intentions for why we do what we do and how we do it. So like, you know, there's good and bad in this world. There's evil people. Like, there are a lot of people out there who don't care, man. Like, a lot of people out there who care about you. That's true. But guess what? There's a lot of good people too. There's a lot of people who care about you. People who love you. I don't care, okay? If you feel like you by yourself, like nobody's here for me, nobody love me. Baby, this video, if let's say 110,000 years from now, or 100 years from now, 200 years from now, 500 years from now, if this video gets played again and again, I'm literally a present, living, spiritual being that this message can reach you even into the future. So you don't really need anything but yourself, and until you live to understand that, until you literally wake up every day in any part of the world and realize that, it's gonna be tough. Because we all know the stories of people who have a lot of money and they are miserable. They don't know what to do with their life. They have all this money. I don't know. Some people literally have a lot of money. They're just depressed, suicidal. They don't like, it's hard. So why? Because wisdom. And all you're getting, you get understanding. And on all you're getting, you get wisdom. Ask God for wisdom. If there's one thing I'm grateful for, and I'm super grateful, whether I have resources or not, I'm grateful for wisdom. Okay? Wisdom brings you everything you want and everything you ever needed. Wisdom brings you clarity. Wisdom brings you joy. Wisdom brings you a lot of things. Okay, let's talk about food. Spiritual food, physical food. We all know we're supposed to be eating healthy, blah blah, the green broccoli, spinach, kale, whatever, you know. But until you don't understand that the real food is the one that you internally consume every day, like everything you watch on social media is food for your soul. It's food for your vessel. It is food for your mind. It is fueling your mind, your body, and your emotions. When you tune into a something, you're either getting wisdom or something, okay? But whatever you tune into, food is everything. Everything is food. Everything. The clothes you wear is food, because it makes your body feel full. If you get up every single day, you know, right now, before, I've had a lot of different routines and practices throughout my life, okay? And before, I would, like, let's say, do the whole morning routine and the 5 a.m. this is not for everyone, man. Like, oh my God, it's not for everybody. It is not for everybody. If it was for everybody, we wouldn't have people serving us 24/7 or the night shift workers, right? We would not have people driving trucks at 2 and 3 a.m. on the roads. We would not have gas stations open 24/7. We wouldn't have grocery stores open on the nighttime. People working all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. We would not have any fun or nightlife fun. If that didn't exist, what time do those people get up and go to bed and go to sleep and wake up, right? And so everybody has a different lifestyle. I don't promote anything, okay? I don't promote 5 a.m. or 5 p.m. I don't care what you do, as long as it's good for you and it's beneficial for your life and it makes you happy and you can, whatever. So everything that you eat, everything you wear, everything that you wear is food. The words that you read out of the Bible and out of every single book, literally, out of every single book, the words that you read are food and fuel for your soul. I just pick a random page and let's see if it says, fight for your dreams. Fight for your hope, fight for your faith, fight for your goals, fight for your family, your community, your kids, your spouse, your marriage, and stop lending your ears to what other people have to say about you or your desire to do something big in this life. Woo-hoo! Baby, you can get it. It's now available on Amazon, Normalizing Self-Talk for Your Mental Health by Jennifer Valerian, your one and only. And so literally time is ticking. Tick-tock. Time is ticking. This is all the time you got here. This time, this is on the bottom, that those minutes and seconds that just went by, you can't get them back. You cannot get them back. You do not know your future. Oh, I got 200 years left. 180 years, 70 years. You don't know how much years you got. You don't even know if you got tomorrow. Tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. Only right here, right now, in this present time, in this present moment. So baby, enjoy your life and make the best out of it. And if people judge you, so what? Get used to it. I'm happy that I got used to people judging me. I don't care what people say about me. Right now I'm practicing. I don't have to tell you, but I want to. I get to. I'm practicing celibacy. That means having no sex. Because I have learned a lot of things in the spiritual realm that I believe that are not too pretty when it comes to co-creating or, merging with another soul, with another human being, which is very powerful and very, yikes. There's a lot behind that. If you want me to talk about abstaining from sex or why we should or why we shouldn't or whatever, just want me to talk about sex in general, trust me, we can talk. Okay, I took a sex ed class when I was in middle school. I'm super grateful that my mom signed up for that, because that literally probably have saved my life until this day, right? Because I literally am one of those girls who saved herself for marriage, like literally saved herself for marriage. And I'm proud of that. Was it easy? Hell to the no. Absolutely not. It was not. So, my goal is to make your life better. Better, not perfect. Better. I wish we could make it perfect. So, let your haters be your haters. And I believe that sometimes only with time we learn certain things, and that we have to learn to accept who we are, where we are, without giving a I just being honest. Sometimes I like this version of who I am, because the other one suffered and cried a lot. She used to people please a lot. She used to be Miss Cinderella. She used to always say yes to everyone, not knowing that that is just not right, because then She turned around one day and she was like, everyone is better off than me. Susie has a car, Bob has a helicopter, and everyone has money but me. Everybody has a partner but me. Everybody has this but me. Everybody has good health but me. And like I started noticing that I literally was giving away all of my energy, time, attention, and power to people, places, and situations that did not serve me. And I realized that it needed to change. And it took a long time. It took baby steps. You know, one day I put a video and then I erased it. I put another video and then I archived it. I put another video and then I took it down. I was like, I'm so ashamed. I don't know what they're gonna say, what they're gonna be. Oh, they're gonna say Jen is mean now. She's not the same girl. Yeah, I'm not the fucking same girl. Yo no soy la misma. I am not the same, and I'm glad. Okay, that old version of me is gone. She's fucking destroyed. Okay, I'm no longer 2 years old or 27 years old or whatever. I'm new. I'm brand new every day, every second. I choose to jump on every timeline that will benefit every human being, because we're all one consciousness. And truthfully, why do you think people do these type of videos? Because we all want to come together. We do these videos because we want everyone to be awakened. Do you imagine what it's like for every freaking person to be on their highest timeline, their richest timeline? We all would be fun jumping on the clouds. Like, we will all be flying first class. There wouldn't be no middle class, first class, that class. We're all equal at the end of the day. It's just that the people who are the happiest and the most powerful, the most successful, whether they have money or not, the people who are they radiate this joy and confidence and all this stuff about them. These are the people who are the owners. Like, they realize we are all the ones that are connected. We are all the ones that are on that highest timeline and highest frequency. And you might say, oh, but that's delusional. Yeah. If you don't have what you want, you gotta be delusional. So let's say, for example, you don't have good health. You have to pretend. Yes, pretend. Oh, how are you doing? Great. I'm doing great. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing fantastic. Yeah, every single day. Every single day. Yes, there's medical stuff that goes in between. I'm not a doctor. Please consult with, please don't do this whole stuff, okay? You already know what I'm talking about. You should be mature enough by now to know. I know you have a lot of questions, and that's why we dive into a deep dive consultation with me, so you can personalizedly ask me your personal questions, right? Like, every judgment you have is basically a question, because I know, like, you're listening to me yap and talk, but there are questions that are surfacing. But what about this and what about that? Those questions, you need to write them down and either answer them for you or get on a call with me or with whoever you want, but obviously and get your questions answered. I don't care who answers them, Google or whatever. I know I'm gonna get me anyway. You know what I'm saying? God got my back. Okay, the universe has my back, and there's way more than enough abundance for every single person. Okay, there's really enough for everyone. I want to say I love you, and I'm super happy we spent time together. We should do this sometime again soon. And I really do desire for every relationship, money, health, career, whatever, to go amazing in your life, and for you to find the joy in everything that you do, and understand that if you go on a strike from what you don't want. So I'm gonna give you an example. When I did not want to have sex anymore, I remember I was with, my partner at the time, whatever. And I was like, I just want to rest. I don't want to have sex. It wasn't pretty. Okay, they were not happy, right? Of course, they were like, oh well, you know, da 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 da. I'm like, well, you know. So I came to an agreement. I was like, oh no, this is just not gonna work for me. This is just for me, right? I'm not talking to them, I'm talking to myself. Like, this is not gonna work for me. And so I had to proceed on to move on because my body was asking me for rest. I really wanted to sleep. I didn't want to be beaten up, okay? I was just like, no, I don't want this right now. Like, my body was asking me for rest. I felt drained all the time. I felt tortured. So, and not in a bad way. Don't be thinking all crazy stuff, y'all, because y'all, sometimes y'all might be going too stupid. I'm gonna be honest, too stupid. Like, nowadays, I just feel like this whole OnlyFans shit is just too fucking much. Excuse my French. I have a passion of hating things that are just too much. Like, sometimes you can be too much of something. I believe in that, okay? I believe that everything has like a level, a balance. My name is Jennifer, and if you Google it, some part of the dictionary says that it's fair. So I'm a fair girl. I'm a fair person, okay? I am a fair judge. I'm not like a whole, like, you know, like, you can be crazy, but it's anyway, okay, so I love you, and I wanted to rest my body, like I was saying. And yeah, I had to get out of that. So if you want to go on a strike for what you don't want, go on the strike. And I promise you, somehow, I don't know how it works sometimes, but I just know that some way, somehow, sometimes, or whatever, most of the time, all the time for me at least, I would say, things end up working out. Just better things come your way. It may not seem like that when you go on strike. When people go on strike, they don't know what to expect. They don't know, but they go. People go on strike for money. People go on strike, they stop working because their wages are too low. People go on strike for marriage rights or whatever. People go on strike for their children. People go on strike for their health. People go on strike for a lot of things. People go on what is it, workers' compensation, whatever. People go on strike, and then they don't know what to expect out of this strike. Have you seen, like, in Washington, D.C., when people go on strike in front of the White House with all these torch and, you know, burning and screaming and fighting? People literally don't know. They might die, okay? Maybe some of them know they might die. They don't give a damn, but they go on the strike either way. Maybe this is time for you, as a message, for you to go on a strike, okay? Go on a strike for things or something or whatever it is that you don't like. Go on a strike. I'm not saying to be rebellious just to be rebellious. But yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go. I love you so much. I'm gonna see you on the next video, okay? And remember, I love you. God loves you. We all love you. You're special. You're important. And never forget that. Mwah. Bye, guys.